Welcome back to another epic but chaotic game of Beyond All Reason. Today, you metal scrap collectors, we got a beautiful 8v8 on the tar map. And we have some of the best players in the entire game in this lobby. Emir, OS 72, the reigning champion of team games, the highest OS in the entire game, versus a plethora of top level players on the red side. This is a match is about to unfold, and it's going to get epic real quick, as both teams are looking to eco early on in the game, trying to get as many cons out, constructors, in order to grab their backs mexes. As you can see, both teams are doing this, and they're doing it effectively. Early build power coming out of the hot pink player here, trying to get early ticks, perhaps looking for some cheeky aggression. In a game like Beyond All Reason, one unit that can slip through can spell disaster for your team, causing someone to rage quit immediately and questioning their life choices. Hopefully, in this game we see a fair and even match where no units slip through in the early game. One rascal trying to get through gets absolutely demolished, just like my hairline. Meanwhile, a couple rascals over here probing and prodding, trying to get in to the blue side, but they do see it. No radars have been up, so right now they're in the dark. Just like my basement, it's terrifying down there. Two rascals beelining it for Huck base, looking to get some damage. They spot a lone Lazarus. He's scared, afraid, calling for Big Daddy to save him, and Big Daddy will be there, but the continued aggression is relentless. Pick up one free mech, looking for a second one. That's what I call a 2-for-1 deal. This is good damage. These rascals are getting their worth in gold. Getting now an energy converter, one metal down the tank. That's more than I got in my pocket. The rascals continue to put out the pressure with some good micro. They're able to get another mech. 3 mexes for 2 rascals. Can't ask for much of a better deal. Now, as the lines have been drawn, the team is now making their way to the center of the map. This is where the action truly begins, as now we're about to enter the mid game. The lines. I love drawing lines. Ticks everywhere, scattering around. Both teams just trying to find a wide opening. 3 ticks managed to slip through the gap, slightly opening those floodgates. And now they've gone unchecked. Perhaps they can get some big damage. More ticks down the middle. The relentless aggression is unstoppable as they pinpoint these mexes and look to dominate them. Getting another kill. 2 mexes have fallen. Can they get a third with some good micro? They do. Pink. Hot Pink. He's on the play and he's cooking real good. They call him Gordon Ramsay. Beyond All Reason. More orange units have now slipped through. The leakages is insane. These guys are leaking more DMs than they'll ever leak the Epstein files. Absolutely crazy stuff over here. One incisor, the lone survivor, gonna be cleaned up and eaten alive by a couple of ticks. It's feasting time, boys. As we head over, the map is slowly but surely gonna start slowing down as teams get their radars up, as the turrets get placed to try and stop these run-bys. But the incisor push is here, and it's looking to wreak some havoc, as picking off the pawns one by one is crucial in whittling down their number, furthering Dogga's Open's advantage. Perhaps we'll be able to use this advantage to take control of the middle and deny the opponent mexes, furthering his economic advantage and trying to snowball the game. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the top side of the map where the GOAT is playing Emir, the top ranked team player. He's going in strong. He's got a battalion of ticks here, perhaps looking for a run by, or he's just going to hold strong. Pink scared. Green's ball of ticks is looking to chase through, and they've gotten through. 14 ticks have flooded through the gates, boys. That's higher than I can count. Pink can only count to 4, and I can tell you one thing, 14 minus 4 is still a big number, as these ticks are now dashing through, looking to get mexes here and there. One mex has already fallen. Now he's gonna look to disperse. Like when I try and talk to a group of girls, they just disappear into the wind. I swear, it's like it's a magic trick. Meanwhile, 11 ticks going deeper. They've been unchecked. No one is here to stop this. This could, in theory, be game-ending damage, as they're going to look to clean up the entire backline mexes. Red needs to stop this, and they need to stop this now. if Lewis B288 has two hands, and it does seem like he does, he's gonna look to absolutely steam roll through Red's backline here as he continues to do damage. Meanwhile, they have been forgotten about. Perhaps Red Team has went to grab a bag of milk. Yes, bags of milk are real, and they are delicious. Well, we're about to watch a construction turret suck these ticks dry. Oh, his hands are back, continuing to raid in the backline, but it will be cleaned up shortly. Let's go back to the front line and see what kind of action is unfolding. Meanwhile, we have a few rocket bots shelling away. Rocket bots. Now that's a game I like to play. As micro is key here. Duck, dodge, and weave, as I always say. Rocketbots walking in a straight line, the forbidden technique. Not dodging, just walking straight. Sometimes it's harder to hit when someone doesn't know what they're doing. Victoria dropping a D-gun. Harder than the banhammer on Pirate Software's career. We are continuing up the aggression. Waffle getting the radar up online. That's about to be spotting some bad decisions. I hear a lot of pings down the south. We have a huge bombing run. Never mind. This is where the action as death rains from above. These bases are going up, and it's beautiful. The fireworks show. I don't even have to go anywhere. I can just sit at home and watch things blow up. Why would I ever want to leave the house? While the bombers continuing up the pressure, trying to get this geo power plant. If that thing blows up, that could be catastrophic for Green's energy economy. He needs to keep that alive. He needs to keep it alive now. With the 3 construction turrets up online, they're going to be able to hold, but meanwhile, there's a massive push coming through. The floodgates have been opened, and red and orange are going in for a tag team. Green needs to call for backup now, or it's going to be lights out. He needs a hero, and he needs it now, boys. As his base is about to become a forward graveyard as nothing remains. This vehicle plant, boom, gone, just like his hopes and dreams. But there is a huge metal field behind. 4,000 metal, boys. You know the drill. Grab your forks, grab your spoons. It's an all-you-can-eat metal buffet, and I'm hungry. Green, tilted, throws out the resign vote immediately. But meanwhile, Skycar holding strong. But these tanks, the Stoots, have been unchecked, and now they're looking to cut down Blue's economy faster than my wallet disappears after payday. The Stoots coming in unchecked. There is nothing to stop these. Purple crying in shambles, shaking in fear as he has 4 beautifully positioned AA towers that are just passengers on this one-way trip to the bottom of the ocean. Another leak in the middle. Leaks are everywhere. We need a handyman, and we need him now. As now orange continually pushes in to light blue's base as he has no mexes remaining from that earlier bombing run. Slit like Vic devastating the front line. TM autopilot devastating the back line. This is what you call an absolute massacre as blue's base is gone, dusted, nothing left but salt and bones. He's even massacring his wind farms in the backline. Turn it off, turn it off. It's PG8, it's 18 plus, turn it off. Let's go somewhere else. It's too painful down here. It's a complete flop. We have to check Amir as he is the last bastion of hope. Can the top ranked player pull this one back? He needs to do something, and he needs to do it now. Right now, he does have a commanding advantage, though, in the middle of the map. As a couple of blitzes are only going to become feed, maybe they're able to grab this commander. 0% almost lives, but sadly, he does fall, and along with him, the few remaining hopes of Blue's team. Only 4 players remain, but Amir still believes he can win as he's holding strong. And he's about to show us why he is the best team player in the game. He's about to crack open a cold one, boys, because this ride is about to get crazy. Make sure you also have some popcorn, because let me tell you, we're about to watch an absolute banger in action. Can Amir make the greatest comeback in Beyond All Reason history? He's backed up against the wall. Jaguars flooding into Red's base. He has won both fronts on the north side here. Now it's just a time. He has to beat Red before they're able to crack through the purple and the other green player. And with some good micro from Amir, I think he's got the dog in him. I think he's ready to cook. He's about to become the next Iron Chef as these Jaguars are pushing relentlessly through. Red's base going unchecked. This could be the answer. Blue needs to come back, as right now they're decimating Red's base. Jaguars still unchecked, looking to do some huge economic damage. Sheldons are forced to be pulled back. Pink is also coming back to help, as these have to be dealt with, or blue comeback is looking more like a reality every second. Couple ticks trying to flood through, get to the backline and destroy the wind farms. He's going in, he's putting the pedal to the metal, and right now Red is crumbling like breadcrumbs, leaving nothing but despair behind. As the Jaguars continue to melt through these bases, sending Red to shock therapy, because they're in for a real shock when Blue makes this comeback. And they will indeed need to go to therapy to come back from that traumatizing event. Jaguars still pulling up, and fun fact, Jaguars are the hard counter to Shurikens. These little missiles one-shot them. Just a couple of Jaguars here decimating that Shuriken armada that came in to stop this push in its tracks, but in reality, that was a huge throw. Another tick for blue team. Let's head over to the front line. Let's see how they're holding down over here on the east, as blue looks to make a commanding comeback.
Destroyed.
Commander falls. That is not good. He has to keep this tier 2 alive. He needs those units, and he needs them now. Only 3 players remaining on the side of blue, but it is their best players. And the pawns running through, decimating this tier 2, putting them into the metal grinder, forcing Autopilot to go back into his tin can where he belongs. Scared and afraid, the ticks come in just to save the day. But yellow on the bottom flank here, pushing up with the Mausers and the Starlights, looking now to have a slow but consistent base crawl. As the ball ticks 36, now that is a high number. Looking just to spread in front, trying to deny any more pawns from diving into the backline here. As these artillery units are very good at killing structures and slow tier 2 and tier 1, but very bad against those quick units, as those shots miss harder than me trying to play baseball. I always strike out. The Welders though, trying to push up, using the ridge to their advantage as they can quickly climb over this and dive the Mausers. The Starlight has no energy, just like I have no will to go to work on Monday. The Welders zapping through. The Mausers crumbling. Blue team seems to be holding steady as Red continues to push up with too much aggression and getting hard punished for it, just like I like it in the bedroom, baby. Spank me harder. The last Mauser falls. Only thing remaining now is ticks. The most important thing is this reclaim field though. 7,000 metal on the map right here, and it's getting reclaimed faster than Red's chances to stop this comeback. 5,000 remains. These res bots are crucial for Blue's comeback, as this metal is a one-way ticket back into the driver's seat. The Welders slowly pushing up into autopilot. The D-guns raining down like death from above. They're not being micro. Perhaps Huck stepped away to grab a piece of that Cheeto, and now he can't micro properly because his hands are covered in dust. Autopilot lives on 7% HP. What an absolute clutch from the Shurikens coming in. Now that's an air player, boys. Oh, it's himself actually. I guess an air player is only useful when they defend themselves. Facts. Lewis B, let's have a look at the front line now on the top side. Still pushing strong. Blue and Lewis B have a commanding position, but Red is encroaching slowly but surely on the southern flank. They must get something done, and they have to get something done now. If they do not, this could look like a dire situation. Sniping the tier 2 mexes is a great start. This denial from Red is so surgical, it needs to have health insurance, as that push was stopped dead in its tracks. Blue seeing hope on the brown color in the top. Meanwhile, the right flank is completely secured, as they just have to stop these pesky mexes from coming up. Autopilot, look at that micro. He in fact has 3 hands, never mind 2, as he has just gathered every enemy mech in the entire game. Now, that's what I call a player who knows ball. A couple of scouts looking to see what blue really has and trying to check the situation for red. Can blue make the comeback, or are they a dead man walking as the bombers are now in? There is no anti-air to stop this. They're about to rain their first load. They get 3 air turrets. Stopping any anti-air is crucial for them to get their next bombing run off. Another bomb run comes out. Boom. The entire windmill farm up in flames. The next windmill farm down into smithereens, along with Blue's final fleeting hopes, as this will look like to be the final nail in the coffin as they get one more heroic bombing run. Trying to get the tier 3 laboratory that just came online. Maybe he even could have gotten a fusion if he microed better. But it looks like blue is safe for now. Tier 3 is on the board, but those bombers did some serious damage, destroying most of Emir's wind economy. Even though wind is very replaceable, right now he could be e-stalling very easily. The ticks looking to push in. Red's army has grown to ginormous numbers, looking to fight the weakened blue and green player after the bombing run, using his economic advantage to try and seal the deal here as the Jaguars push in. Jaguar v Jaguar fighting is going crazy, but the Starlights are the real MVP of this show, as right now there's too many Jaguars for green to break through. He needs to get on these Starlights, as these are the slow push of death. Once these finally reach the base, it's gonna be all that's over. Green, the time limit is ticking. Can he hold? The turrets are coming up fast, but sadly I think he's just building himself a forward grave. Lewis 288 looking for the heroic D-guns to save the game. Standing still like a deer caught in the headlights. Can't make a decision to save his life. Doesn't know if he wants to D-gun or die slowly. We'll find out in the next episode of Beyond All Reason. The Jaguars pushing in. The bull melting down into scrap, trying to hold the line for his little baby brothers, the Jaguars. At this point, Red's economy is just too strong. The Razorback is out trying to stop the spam. But I think with the right flank falling, Blue's bombing run, and now Pink is in the backline with a wild Razorback has appeared, just shredding through everything immediately. That is the final vote. That is the final nail in the coffin. What an absolute banger of a game. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe.